Hi, John here. It's Saturday 16th of March 2013. Just putting some videos on YouTube again for the Crown land cases for Lottin Point Motel and for the 61 Cook Street in Auckland City. These are long overdue cases that I wanted to do quite some time now, and so I'm just going to show you how it's been Crown fraud titles that have gone together. I just want to show you what they've done to defraud the public. It's a bad case, serious, that I'm doing with our lawyers now, and I just want to show you exactly what they did. And that goes for every piece of land on this country, especially the burial site of our MOAI Wanoa ancestors, gravesite at the Motel at Lottin Point. So I've been warned them, Greg Purcell, the manager of Rai'atea's real estate in Papamoa, and the real estate agent, the salesperson, Affidavit White, that they're not to sell their property because it's a protected site, and I've already put the notice on Facebook. It's on Twitter, YouTube, Google, and other sites around, just so that you know that these the way the Crown has transferred land illegally, and now with the Queen is in there too. She's responsible for the sovereignty of this Parliament, her assumed sovereignty, that now she's in a different position as a Supreme Governor of the Church of England. Now you've got the churches. You'll notice that I'm doing a lot of writing with the churches and what they are up to. The Pope, the Black Pope, and the White Pope, the new Pope, and the Black Pope in Ghana. There's a conspiracy going on, and really they are not about God. They're only about Jesus, and going through them you must get a permission from them before you can get to God. Well, sorry, we're already with God, with our history I've put on Facebook, with the MOAI at East Island, and on the sun spots on the earth, the three triangle spots, and that's our proof of claim of our history to God. And so the Vatican has a problem. It has a stolen obelisk that belonged to the Black Nubians, the Africans from north, and so they picked it up and took it over to Rome. See, so they've already stolen something that doesn't belong to them, that's in front of God. And if they're praying to God, they don't really mean it. They're only doing that so they can stay on the land and keep their aliens on the foreign lands, the native lands, and screw it, and screw Jesus at the same time. And so we've got issues with that on this video, and also with the Queen involved with her churches, and the American Indians, Canadians, and Kevin Annette, the bishop, the ex-bishop, now taking the Queen and the Pope to court, already gone through and got an arrest warrant on them in the International Court of Common Law Court. And so we're going to the one stage further into the ICJ, International Court of Justice, in the World Court. So this is a bigger issue and more serious matter when it comes to us being the partners to the Queen, and also that's a treaty, and also the that's in 1840, and with we've got a constitution and jurisdiction with the King William IV, with the 1835 Declaration of Independence flag, jurisdiction, and the Constitution. Now, the government here in New Zealand hasn't got any sovereignty other than faking it with the Queen, and because she's got a criminal record now, that puts the trust that we're in with her. We have the first right to claim on her assets and her ancestral inheritance from all the money she's taken out of this country and other countries around the world. So we're going to go to the court for that and for the property that she says belongs to her crown. There's two crowns, her crown and also the Crown Corporation owned by Evelyn Rothschild and the Rothschild banks. And you've got the Black Pope controlling the parliaments in the world, and also the Pope, he controls the Pope and the Queen at the same time, and also the armies, the federal state government in America, and the United States of America governments as well. So in Israel. So they've got a stranglehold on the churches. They've hijacked Jesus and locked them up and nailed them up against the wall, and saying they're God and their laws with the New World Order. I don't think that's going to work, because God's law is not that. It's not force or violence or anything you're doing with drones and chemicals in the water and killing fish and birds and humans and crushing other countries with your Roman Empire land titles. So we're going to challenge your land titles with your history of who you are and why you're here and how you got here and what laws you used over us. Now we've got our own law, God's law. That's Tikanga MOAI law, L-O-R-E. And so that's what you're going to be seeing now on Facebook as our proof claim, and you've got nothing to go against it, because you're an alien from Britain. With your people here, we can tell them to go back. And your Black Pope oath is very bad. In other words, it's a threat against our country, trying to get rid of our sovereignty, our inheritance, our ancestral connections with the lands that don't belong to you. You're only about money, and so we're going to seize that from you for all your crimes. You're going to get caught. Federal state government and the Queen and the Pope are starting to get caught now. All the truth, you go to court, the world court, and if you lie, it'll come out in the court. If you can't refute God's law and God's truth, and that's who we are. The MOAI statue, that's in London. That's stolen too. You see, you've stolen our mana, our wairua, our spirit of God. That's God, and you don't go to God directly. You're using Jesus to get around going to God, and so you're going to hold on to it as long as you can and screw everybody with Jesus when we go straight to God. We don't need to go to Jesus, because he wasn't here, wasn't even a sperm, or as old as MOAI, and so that's only a new thing. It hasn't been around that long. 2,000 years, not that long, only a blink. Okay, so that's what I wanted to let you know with this video, that we have putting the pressure on now with these land titles, and it has meaning in it, with facts that you failed to refute. You just ignored it, the government and John Key. And Anne Satanen, the last Governor General, you'll be going to court too. Every single politician in this country, you'll see their photos in there. I've got all their photos there. They did nothing about publishing their photos, so it's there. You know, they had a chance to refute it, but they didn't because they get told to shut their mouths. So I'm afraid it's against you. And before the New World Order comes out, this is a statement to you that we have our proof that we were here before you people came here to the South Pacific and the Pacific Ring of Fire area, Columbus and all the rest of the Rai'ateas that came here on their ships, and the Spanish and the English and all the people that came down here and screwed the whole place out, the French, and still screwing the place out, you see. So its time is up. The lease is expired. It's expired, and our law applies. All right. So that's really what I wanted to say today, and we'll catch you again. And don't forget, there's 45 pages of photos of this one case, one affidavit case against the Crown and those property proprietors of these lands that have been fraudulently put together by the government itself and its Crown agents, especially the Land Register General, Robert Muir, and Doug Ricard Bell, the ringleader in all of this racket up in 61 Cook Street, and Robert Andrell, the Survey General, and Don Grant, the Lynn's ex-Australian Land Surveyor General. You see, they got him in here to go and alter the road, the little road, and the property, the 61 property, the old council building, and they dumped all the investors, 11 of them. They put 300 million in. They lost it because they transferred them into the road title and got rid of their titles, including our interests. We had a registered interest with MOAI and Wanoa Kawharu on those lands that belong to them anyway, so we'll end up back with them anyway. You can't prove it anymore. So we're going to take it to court, expecting to win, and you're going to pay back for the mistakes you made, Land Register General, and Chris Phillinson, the Attorney General. Get your checkbook out, because you're the one that signed it off. Your name's on there, and all these treaty claims, got a bone to pick with you with MOAI Crown Private Company against your Crown Company and your government. Okay? And what you did wrong, Chris Phillinson, I'm going to show you up on these videos and on the statements I made, and you failed in your ignorance and Anand Satanand's ignorance, and Jerry Mataparai's ignorance, and John Key's ignorance, and Sean Elias, Supreme Court judge, ignorance, to go to London to bring the Queen in here and sneak her in without telling us, right? Without telling the Confederation. You're going to bring the Queen in here with their 17 trillion. Yep, I know. I've got it all down on these affidavits. You're going to see them. We've got some lawyers on it now, and they're going to take you to court and lock you up for all the fraud you've done in front of us, and especially in front of MOAI. He's watching you. He's watching you. You're going to have to pay all that back, and we'll seize everything in this country, everything, and ship anybody out who violates our law. We're taking the country over. We're taking it back to our people. Okay? The lease is up. It was expired long ago, and you have no sovereignty. No, show me your sovereignty. Show me your authority. Where you get your authority from now, and or ever. Where do you get your authority from to govern this country? That's what I want to know. If you haven't got any, you better start shipping out, because we're moving in there. Okay? We're ready. We know what to do. We know how to run this country. Right? We always knew how to do it, the Maoris. Right? Well, it's MOAI now. MOAI. Anybody wants to be a MOAI, right, can join. Right? That's us. So beware. We're going to pick you off one by one alien at a time. One Crown alien name, surname, right? And all those Maoris in there, you, with the Pākehā surnames, doing all the yapping, right? I was down here in Parliament with you in the Select Committee, right? All you Maoris, Horomia, Douglas Samuels, you know, and Dale Jones in New Zealand First, and Fairbrother, you, and some other cheeky ones that made our old people from Ngāti Porou cry, alright? That was bad. Didn't even give them a cup of tea. I know, I was there, in Parliament building, okay? Just want to show how arrogant you will have said you only got 10 minutes to talk. You know how important we are, and you only visit us to the country. You got the cheek to give us 10 minutes to talk. Now we're going to have long to talk, and you're going to have short time to talk. You know, because you can't say very much in court, because you're going to lose. Okay? That's all I want to say for now, and catch you later. Be nice, and don't break any more rules, okay? Because you're going to get screwed. Alright? Thank you. Be nice to each other.